Hello everyone, my name is Catalyst and I'm a medicine and surgery student of the prestigious University of Ibadan. So in this video, I'll be sharing my admission journey, how I was able to move from 274 to 330 from 2023 to 2025. So if you are watching this video, please, I want you to like this video, follow this video and share it, because as you are sharing this thing, you are helping this video to reach a larger number of students that need same. So sit down quietly and be inspired by my inspiring story. So like I said, I wrote 3 jams consecutively. So the first jam I wrote was in 2023 when I was in secondary school. So since that 2023, I've been aspiring to study medicine and surgery at the University of Ibadan. So I was told that I needed to write exam in 2023, but my own decision then is to write exam in 2024, because my mindset then, the way the information, so as a result of ignorance, I feel that I should wait for 1 year at home, just resting from JS1 to JS3. I was like, before I move to institution, I have to be at home, because people around my area, so that's how they used to do. After the high school, they will stay for 1 year, 2 years before they write jam or any exam to gain admission into their desired school and then their course. So that was my mindset then, but I was oriented that I should sit for jam in 2023. So that time still, I still have in mind that, well, I'm going to write 2023 exam as a practice, as an experience. I'm going to use that as an experience, the way you write mock exam, as an experience against the real exams. So that time I took 2023 UTME exam as an experience, that okay, let me just write it. I will gain experience and I will prepare harder for 2024 exam. So that time I didn't follow any strategy, no enough information, no enough knowledge. So I shall prepare just the normal wisdom I had then, and I sat down for the exam. The result came out. I had 274. I was elated, because that time self, when I was practicing those CBT exam, my average score was 260. So I didn't expect that 274. And the way people used to hype jam then, that jam is very hard, and due to my environment, to see 300 plus, 280 plus was very rare then. Yes, it was very rare. So I never expect 274. So I scored 274. I was very happy, and in my school I was the second highest scorer. So the first person, the highest scorer, scored 304, and we were very happy. Like, it was like that 304 then was like 350, because it was very rare. So I was encouraged, because that 74 was very high to me. So I was encouraged to write for the UTME and to prepare as if I would gain admission that year. So I did so. I started down for the UI UTME, and the result came out. I had 64 over 100 in UI UTME. So I was devastated, though I was not that disappointed, because my message before was to rewrite another jam in 2024 and use 2023 exam as an experience. So I was not that, but after that UTME, it has given me some hope that, oh, I was brilliant like this, so I couldn't gain admission. So after that UTME, the cutoff came out. I realized that I could not gain admission with that score. So now okay, there was time in between that UTME and the next jam. So I was like, okay, let me just go and work at one place now. I will now be sitting. I cannot be sitting at home. I can't be sitting at home. So I went to Finish Station to go and work there. So, and I decided to wait there for 3 months, and I will live there when jam is 2 months away. So when jam is not exactly 2 months, I left the Finish Station. So I now decided to spend, I counted the days, 66 days. I spent precise 66 days preparing 2024 exam. I decided to search for information. I gathered information. I went into YouTube. I watched videos. If you know medical words, yes, I am his mentee. So I went to YouTube. I searched for how to prepare for JAMB, how to sit, how to read, how to do everything. I did all of that. So I now sat down for 2024 UTME. I gathered past questions and I prepared timetables strategically. But the only mistake that was there is because the time was too low. Yes, the time was very small. The time was very small. So the time was very small then. Just 66 days, and I was aspiring to study medicine and surgery. I want to score 330 as my goal then. So the result came out. I had 298. I was devastated. 298 as how now? What happened? So I was like, okay, let me just go and search for. Let me just go to YouTube. Let me just go to online and look for people who had gained admission with 290, 280 to, just to gain encouragement. So I went on to YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I searched online. So I saw many people like saying, I gained admission with 299 at UI Medicine and Surgery. I gained admission with 288. In fact, 5 people gained admission with 270. So I was like, okay, it's impossible. So I sat down. You can see me after that UTM 2024. I went again to the filling station to go and walk. Yes, to go and walk. So I now waited till when the UI posited me. The UI posited me came suddenly. It came suddenly. So we wrote UI posited me around December in 2023. So I now thought that we were still going to write posited me at that same month in 2024. So your system now came out suddenly around August. So it came out suddenly. I was like, hey God. So I have to leave the filling station. Now I have about 1 month to prepare at home. So I shall gather all the things. I forgot many things. I shall gather everything and I read. So I started on for the post-semi and the result came out. And I had 68 over 100. 4 mark difference from 2023. You posted me. I was very tired. I was devastated because I have promised myself, I have made a vow that this year 2024 I'm going to gain admission. I'm no longer going to be waiting at home again because many people have gained admission. So I was like, the way many people are feeling now. So I was like, what am I going to do? Am I going to write another JAMB? Am I going to be reading this novel again? Am I going to be I was like, yeah. I was very tired. Like I was depressed. My parents encouraged me. So I went on to social media to search for many people who had the same experience I had. I mean, those who also failed JAMB 2 times, 3 times, to just, if you failed and you find many people that failed. So what I'm trying to say now that if you failed, so if you find many people or many friends that also failed, so that will, it will reduce your pain. So that was the thing I did. Then I went on to YouTube to search for people who had also failed and be prepared again and gain admission. So that was what I did then. So people like Medic Wealth, there are men like that. Do you know the thing that pained me most? The thing that pained me most that time was that there are people that told me that, okay, Sheyi, you cannot gain admissions at University of Ibadan. It's not feasible for you. You have to have connection. You people don't have connection, and then those people that used to gain admissions at such university or that medicine and surgery, they have to be a scholar. They are genius. So people like you that I know your background now. To me, you went to public school. So those things, and I told myself that no, I'm going to break this thing. Like, just because you came from village or you went to public school and you can't do this, I was like, no, I have the capacity to do that. So when I failed, I was like, these people are going to mock me. They're going to be like, oh, didn't I tell you? I told you that you can't get admission. So those were the things that really paid me that time. But I was like, no, let me just forget about everything. Let me just close my eyes and let me keep moving. So I now prepared that, okay, these 2025 exams, I'm going to use 6 months. I went on to YouTube. I searched for people the highest score in 2023, she mentioned that one of the reason why students fail UTME is because of late preparation. If you really, now I'm telling you now that if you really want to score 300 plus in your UTME, you must prepare early. Don't use 2 months. You want to score 350, you want to use 2 months. As how? You can't use 2 months to score 350. It is impossible. So I now receive all this information. I receive a lot of past questions, a lot of books. I have enough information how to read, how to do this, how to break procrastination. I read a lot of articles on that. I attended seminars against that 2025 exam. So I now use 6 months. I prepared my timetable strategically. I deleted my Facebook. I deleted my TikTok. I only left WhatsApp and YouTube for tutorial videos. Are you getting me now? So I didn't attend any tutorial in 2025 exam. I used my, I've already scored 298 before, so I had some knowledge, and also used tutorial videos on YouTube for preparation. So I had all this information. I did everything. I went to seminars. I went to conferences, online conference to gain more wisdom about this jam. So I prepared strategically, which I'm going to be explaining in the next video, how I prepared for that exam, how I made my timetables, how to read. So I'm going to be explaining that in my subsequent video. So after this and that, after the reading, the past questions, the mock exams, the solving of past questions, all these things, sleepless night and all of that, the exam came out. The exam day came, and I sat for the 2025 UTME, and by the grace of God, as expected, I had 330. Though 330 was not my goal, yes. My goal then was to score 360 plus. In fact, my goal then, my determination was to become the highest scorer, or at least part of the top 10 in Nigeria. Yes, and I believe that, not flattery, not unclear goal. It was very, very clear. It was very, very obvious to me. I mean, it's very, very feasible to me that I was going to become in fact, I can even bet that time that I was going to become the highest scorer in 2025 exam. But I ended up scoring 330. So, and 330 is also a high jam score, very high jam score. 330 was very high jam score. So I was like, hey, thank God, since I've had 330, at least I removed myself from shame, and I am moving closer to my dream. So after that, I have to wait for 1 month for rest. Immediately, I start preparing for the post-UTME. I wrote the post-UTME exam, and I scored very high. My post-UTME, I scored 79 100, and the aggregate come out, and the cutoff mark, I was able to beat the aggregate by 2 marks, thank God. And now I have been admitted into the University of Ibadan, medicine and surgery. So please, if you are listening to this video and you have written JAMB more than once, maybe twice, even if this JAMB is going to be your 4th attempt, please, I don't want you to relent. Any discouragement, just close your eyes and focus on your goal. You can do it. Attend seminars, make sure you have access to the right information. Don't just open your mind to any information. Information can be wrong. Yes, make sure you acquire the right mindset. There are many tutorials on YouTube. There are many seminars. The same thing I'm doing now. There are many people who are also doing that on YouTube. Go to your YouTube and search for the right information and prepared, and remove any distraction. If I had given up, I wouldn't have gained admission now. Don't give up on your dream. Make sure you focus, and then make sure you are determined and make your parents proud. Imagine how your parents will be proud. Imagine how proud your parents will be if you gain admissions into your desired course, or if you score very high in your JAMB. Imagine how disappointed they would be if you failed. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to this video and like this video and share it. Thank you very much.